Orcas' presence in marine environments triggers avoidance behavior in great white sharks. This interaction demonstrates a complex predator-prey relationship. Great white sharks, apex predators, alter behavior to avoid orcas. The reasons for this avoidance may include competition for resources. Sharks may also avoid orcas due to the risk of being preyed upon. This dynamic reshapes marine ecosystems and species distribution. Great white sharks exhibit altered behavior when orcas are present. They avoid combat or reconnaissance missions in orca proximity. Instead, sharks choose to leave their typical habitats. This avoidance suggests a strong awareness of the threat orcas pose. The sharks prioritize self-preservation over territorial defense. Great white sharks may leave areas inhabited by orcas. This departure can last for weeks or even months. The absence of sharks alters the local ecosystem. Orca presence is a key factor in this shark migration. The ecosystem experiences a shift in predator dynamics. This shift can have cascading effects on marine life. Scientists are studying why great white sharks avoid areas with orcas. This avoidance behavior is a notable phenomenon in marine ecosystems. Researchers aim to understand the factors driving this behavior. Potential reasons include predation risk and competition for resources. The investigation involves analyzing shark and orca interactions. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for marine conservation efforts. This documentary explores the documented interactions between orcas and great white sharks. The focus is on factual observations, avoiding myths and exaggerations. The study of orca and great white shark interactions reveals complex marine ecosystems. Scientific evidence is prioritized to provide accurate insights into their behavior. Orcas and sharks engage in predator-prey interactions, shaping ocean ecosystems. These interactions influence the distribution and behavior of both species. Orcas may prey on sharks, impacting shark populations in certain areas. Sharks, in turn, exhibit behavioral adaptations to avoid or mitigate orca predation. These adaptations can include altered migration patterns or habitat use. The dynamic between orcas and sharks affects the broader marine food web. Orcas are capable of overpowering sharks in their interactions. The surprising element is the shark's behavioral response. Sharks quickly recognize the threat posed by orcas. Upon recognition, sharks abandon their territories. Great white sharks are apex predators employing ambush tactics. Their hunting strategy relies heavily on stealth to approach prey undetected. They depend on a single, powerful strike for a successful hunt. This approach maximizes efficiency and minimizes energy expenditure. Ambush predation ensures a higher success rate in capturing prey. Orcas are highly social hunters that live in coordinated pods. They communicate to coordinate their hunting strategies. Orca hunting strategies are adapted based on the prey. This allows for efficient and successful hunting. Orcas and great white sharks are apex predators in the ocean. Despite their similar roles, their hunting methods differ greatly. Orcas use cooperative hunting, relying on complex communication. Great whites are solitary hunters, using ambush tactics. Researchers have noted the disappearance of great white sharks after orca sightings. This phenomenon has been observed in regions such as South Africa. The correlation suggests a potential behavioral shift in sharks due to orca presence. Further research is needed to fully understand the dynamics between these apex predators. Shark tracking data reveals shifts in behavior due to orca presence. Sharks tend to leave their feeding grounds shortly after orca sightings. This displacement can occur within just a few days of orca appearances. After leaving, sharks may not return to those feeding grounds for months. This avoidance suggests a significant impact of orcas on shark behavior. Shark migration involves consistent predator avoidance. This behavior is not a one-time event. It is a recurring pattern, observed across different locations and years. Sharks exhibit high sensitivity to potential risks in their environment. Orcas have been observed preying on sharks showcasing a predator-prey dynamic. Orcas demonstrate efficiency in disabling sharks during these encounters. This predation risk influences shark behavior and habitat selection. Sharks may avoid areas with high orca activity to minimize predation risk. Evolutionary biology assesses risks to survival and reproduction. Even a small risk can have significant evolutionary consequences. Great white sharks are solitary hunters, often alone in vast oceans. Orca pods are highly coordinated and formidable predators. For a solitary great white, encountering an orca pod poses a high risk. This risk outweighs potential benefits, driving avoidance behavior. Sharks exhibit avoidance behavior in response to the presence of orcas. This behavior is driven by the orcas being a significant predator of sharks. When orcas are detected, sharks will leave the area to increase survival. This is a biologically advantageous response for sharks. Avoiding orcas reduces the risk of predation and ensures survival. The absence of sharks significantly impacts the behavior of their prey. Seal populations, a common prey, show changes in movement. These altered behaviors are a direct consequence of reduced predation risk. Ecosystem dynamics shift when apex predators are removed. The absence of great white sharks causes shifts in fish species distribution. Great white sharks are apex predators, regulating marine ecosystems. Their removal leads to imbalances in the food web structure. Without sharks, prey populations can increase dramatically. This overpopulation impacts lower trophic levels in the ecosystem. Changes in fish distribution affect overall marine biodiversity. A trophic cascade is a chain reaction in an ecosystem. It is triggered by changes in top predator populations. The movement of predators like orcas can initiate it. This affects the abundance and behavior of prey species. Ultimately, the entire ecosystem structure is altered. Orcas play a crucial role in shaping the open ocean ecosystem. They exert influence by altering the behavior of sharks. Orcas also affect the distribution of sharks and their prey. This indirect influence significantly structures the marine food web. Contrary to common perception, orcas and great white sharks do not engage in constant conflict. Encounters between these apex predators are infrequent in their natural habitats. This rarity is due to differing hunting grounds and prey preferences. Orcas typically hunt in colder waters, while great whites prefer temperate regions. Although both are apex predators, they rarely compete directly for the same food sources. Therefore, the idea of perpetual warfare between them is largely a misconception. Direct conflict between orcas and great white sharks is rare. Orcas and great white sharks typically avoid direct confrontation. They exhibit space-sharing behavior. This space-sharing occurs without significant overlap in hunting grounds. This minimizes potential competition and direct clashes. Orcas' presence significantly influences shark behavior in shared marine environments. Sharks exhibit a tendency to vacate areas upon the arrival of orca pods. This behavior indicates a preference for avoiding potential confrontations with orcas. The dynamic highlights the orca as a dominant force shaping local marine ecosystems. Understanding predator behavior is crucial in marine ecosystems. It allows scientists to predict ecosystem changes more accurately. Predicting changes aids in proactive conservation efforts. Studying predators helps protect vulnerable marine species. Effective conservation strategies rely on predator-prey dynamics knowledge. This knowledge is vital for managing marine conservation zones effectively. Dominance in marine ecosystems isn't solely about physical strength. Awareness of surroundings is crucial for survival in the ocean. Adaptive strategies are key to thriving in complex marine environments. Success depends on understanding predator-prey dynamics. Navigating social hierarchies impacts resource access. Adaptation ensures long-term survival and ecological success.